Hello everyone. Today I'm going to make a video on my top 6 favorite Tyrannosaurus Rex specimens. Originally I was thinking about to do largest to smallest, but I decided no, or smallest to largest, but like I said, no. Um, so I'll just do favorite specimens. We'll start out with Baby Bob. Baby Bob is, well, a unique Tyrannosaurus Rex because he is a small juvenile. But it's quite a shame, really, that this specimen was actually sold to some private collector because should know, we should study a lot about Baby Bob. There's just a lot of potential studyings about Baby Bob that we really don't know. And it sucks, really. It really freaking sucks that people always need to get. I mean, it's all about the money. I understand museums need money, but don't sell a very rare specimen, especially a small specimen, a very small but rare specimen like this fella, Baby Bob. But that's just me, though. And then here, fifth favorite is Jane. Jane is, well, another juvenile Tyrannosaurus, but larger, obviously. Originally, it was a debate going back and forth, really, on who is it really, is Jane a Nanotyrannus, or is it a juvenile Tyrannosaurus Rex, or is it a completely species of its own? But now research confirmed that Jane is a Tyrannosaurus Rex, a juvenile to be exact. And Jane is like a pretty interesting specimen. And in my opinion, I think that by juvenile standards, Jane looks pretty big. Like bigger than obviously Baby Bob and bigger than the Bloody Mary specimen. I don't know, maybe it's just me though. And I also really like the skull, really, that they were fleet-footed predators when they were as juveniles, and then they became more beefy adults. Yeah. And then we have Y-Rex. Y-Rex is a cool specimen because this specimen has no tail. Its tail was bitten by another Tyrannosaurus. We know this because because Y-Rex's vertebrate tail, the tail vertebrate, was bitten in half by another Tyrannosaurus Rex. Here's a demonstration on how this would have happened. Tyrannosaurus Rex had a really tough life. Y-Rex was one of those specimens that probably had a really tough life. But this animal survived when its tail was bitten off. And that's what makes it pretty interesting, is that, yes, these animals get beat up a lot, just like, like alligators and other crocodilians, but they survive like really horrible injuries. Most horrible injuries, like with mammals, it could kill them, but with reptiles like dinosaurs and crocodilians, they survive very well. And then we have Scotty, my third favorite Tyrannosaurus. Scotty's skull is actually the most common skull in museums and stuff, and it's the most iconic skull ever. And Scotty is one of the largest Tyrannosaurus Rex specimens ever found. I don't know the weight of Scotty, but Scotty's like, I believe, 7 tons. Correct me in the comment sections, but Scotty was one of the largest. Unfortunately, the original Scotty skull was sold to some billionaire who wanted the original replica of Scotty. But like with Baby Bob situation, it's all about the money, money, money. But I don't know. But hey, at least that there's some skull replicas of the Stan skulls. You know, at least there's that. Because, like I said, Stan is the most iconic Tyrannosaurus Rex in terms of the skull wise. Yeah. And then we have, well, Sue. Sue is the largest, well, at that time, used to be the largest Tyrannosaurus Rex. And believe it or not, I used to like Sue a lot. And I always wanted to go to the Museum of Chicago to see the specimen. Maybe someday I will, but who really knows? Yeah, Sue's like really big for a Tyrannosaurus Rex. She's 42 feet, I believe, 43 feet, and up to 8 or 9 tons. Sue's a pretty big animal. Sue, just like with Y-Rex, Sue had a really tough life. Her jaw was bitten, her tail had arthritis, her legs, her ribs, everything. Sue had a horrible life. And that's what happens when you're a large apex predator. You have a hard life, fighting against your own kind, and etc. Yeah. And another thing, too, is that it's still debatable, really, if Sue is a male or female. We just don't know until we find more evidence to prove. Because usually, at that time, we always thought that, well, females are larger than males, but that's not really the case, really. We just don't know Sue's sex. We just don't know if she's a male or female. We just don't know. And we'll never know. But Sue is still a cool animal, a cool theropod, and here's the original skull of Sue. And this is just a replica. Well, this is like the entire like whole body because it's 100% complete, but the skull's replicated. Yeah. And then we have my favorite now of them all, Scotty. Why? Because Scotty is the largest specimen now. Larger than Sue. Scotty is 9 to 10 tons, maybe close to 10 tons. 15 feet tall. That's bigger than Sue. You know, and Sue's 13 feet. Scotty's just a big boy. He's massive. You know? Scotty's found in the region of Alberta, Canada, I believe, or somewhere between there. Yeah. Scotty's like really huge. And I also want to go to the museum where Scotty's from. Because Scotty looks really iconic. We don't and here's like the whole skeleton of Scotty. It's not completed, but it is what it is. Scotty is still a monster. You know, and a lot of people actually talk more about Scotty more than Sue, and that's why I kind of like Scotty a little bit better than Sue. But that's just me, though. And that's all I have. My 6 favorite Tyrannosaurus Rex specimens: Baby Bob, Jane, Y-Rex, Stan, Sue, and Scotty.